Welcome back. Confirmation hearings begin tomorrow in the Senate Judiciary Committee for Supreme Court nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson. President Biden's pick to replace Justice Stephen Breyer met a number of U.S. senators this past week. Wisconsin's Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin says she'll meet Jackson a week from tomorrow. Republican Senator Ron Johnson's office says a meeting has yet to be scheduled. Democratic leaders would like to confirm Jackson before the Senate leaves Washington for a break in mid-April. Dr. Paul Nolet is chair of the Political Science Department at Marquette University and an expert on the U.S. Supreme Court. So we're happy to have your expertise on the show today. What are you expecting from these hearings?
Yeah, well, so far it's actually been pretty quiet overall. I do expect Republicans to question pretty heavily when it comes to Jackson's background as a criminal defense attorney. That's probably going to be a big part of...
Why would they zero in on that?
Well, I think they've already been trying to frame the situation as Democrats being soft on crime. I think with a number of other Biden's nominees to lower courts that have criminal defense experience, they've also honed in on that. So I expect that to be part of the hearings.
How contentious do you think this will get?
I think there's a possibility of it getting contentious just because just about every nomination hearing lately has been very partisan, very contentious. However, so far Republicans haven't really found a hook to go after Jackson. And so there's a possibility that we might have a smoother ride for this nominee than we've seen in past confirmations.
Well, and I was seeing that Senate Minority Leader Republican Mitch McConnell has said that Jackson is qualified for the Supreme Court. Do you think she'll be getting bipartisan support?
It's possible. There's not going to be much. If there's going to be Republicans voting for Jackson, I would expect maybe a handful of Republican senators. It's possible, of course, it'll be a completely partisan vote. I think if nothing really emerges from the confirmation hearing, no explosive details or, real questions that come out of the back and forth between the senators and the nominee, then Republicans could come on board, some of them at least.
And she has the chance to make history with this.
Yes, absolutely, as the first black woman on the court. And, I think that's another reason why Republicans might be a bit hesitant to go after her because they don't want to be seen as attacking really a historic nominee.
And if she does get the confirmation, how does that change the makeup of the court, and what would that mean for high-profile cases going forward?
Yeah, so it won't change the ideological balance of the court. There's really 6 conservative-leaning justices and 3 liberal-leaning justices. But anytime that you add a new justice to the court, there's only 9 of them, so it does change the dynamics of the court. And I think with Jackson, if she's confirmed becoming the first black woman, that adds a perspective that the court hasn't had in all of its history. So I think even though it's not going to change the ideological balance, there's some subtle changes that I think will be important.
And you said, this has been relatively quiet so far. So with everything else that's going on in the world right now, how much attention do you think this will get?
I think it'll still get a good deal of attention because these confirmation hearings, even though we've had a few over the last few years, don't come around all that often. And the Supreme Court, I'd say, is as important as ever, I think, even in Americans' daily lives, when you consider the issues that they deal with. It may not be the top headline, which it typically is, but nevertheless, I think it will get a good deal of attention.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and good luck with the rest of the school year. Dr. Paul Nolet, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Up next, Milwaukee's mayoral candidates face off in prime time.
But when you talk to police officers, they'll tell you that they can't do the job alone. We need a holistic way to address the issue of public safety.
They can't even investigate all the crimes going on in this community.